Good morning, Miracle Rising. I hope everybody slept well. Happy Halloween to all of those that celebrate it and all of those that don't celebrate. I respect you and your beliefs. I've always been someone that celebrates Halloween with my son. And I love seeing all the time hop memories on Facebook when he was a little boy. He was. It's such a, it's a fun holiday. I know a lot of people don't respect it nor, agree with it and believe in it, and that's okay too. But for those that do, it is a fun holiday, and especially to spend with your kids and make lots of memories and, have fun with them. And so I hope everybody has a fun day today. It just came to me when I woke up. I sleep on the couch a lot because of my back. It just helps me sometimes. And when I woke up, I told my mom, I said, golly, I swear, sometimes the dreaming is hard. And she said, is it good dreams or is it bad dreams? I was like, well, it's a combination of both. I said, but it's more bad dreams than it is good dreams a lot of the times, to be honest with you. And that's just me being honest with you. It's not always great. It's not always rosies and posies in the dream world. It just isn't. There's a lot of stuff happening around us right now. Unintentionally, intentionally, intuitively, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. There's a lot of things happening around all of us. Every single one of us in the world. We are going through the same things. And yet we decide to go against each other. It's just crazy to me. I shared this video that Billie Eilish, she won an award, and I thought it was so beautiful. She called out the billionaires. And it's just truth. And that's something that came to me. I work 2 jobs. I'm working really hard to save a little money so I can move out of this state, to be quite honest with you. I have no desire to stay in the state of Florida. It's just outgrown me and my intentions and my morals and my values. It's just become a state of money, greed, and power. There's lack of humility in the state of Florida, I feel. And I know that's across the board, all 50, but in the last 5 years, ever since COVID, there's just been a lot of transition, a lot of change in the state of Florida. Yeah. And I just don't align with it. I don't align with Poppy T and Daddy D, and it's okay to say that. You're allowed to say that. I know they don't want you to say that, but you're allowed to say that, it doesn't make them bad people. It is what it is. And so take that, spin it, and run it, but it is what it is. You can't beat the inevitable. People fighting over power, but the power will always lose. The power will always lose. The power will always crumble. When you seek power and you seek money and you seek greed, you will lose. Why? Because you're selling yourself short. You're selling yourself short. You're selling your soul short. You're selling your heart short. You are. You weren't put on this earth to fight for power, money, and greed. That's not what you were put on this earth for. Nobody was put on this earth to fight for those things, yet that's what we're fighting over. Countrywide, globally, nationally. And so you can't beat the inevitable. It's up to you what kind of future you carry here on this earth. And if you lie, cheat, steal, and destroy to achieve whatever it is you're trying to achieve, you're going to come up empty-handed. Because you're losing the one thing in this world that was designed inside of you for you to be able to walk in peace, for you to be able to not feel as though you need to kill, steal, and destroy to fight for power. And what is that? It's love. It's your heart. It's your Christ conscience that resides inside of you. And, you know, in my head, I've been working different things on what I want to do in reference to the next month. Different organizations that I want to donate to in reference to the food pantry, serving, the homeless shelters. Like I filled out a volunteer application yesterday. And because I know the trajectory of what's going to happen in the next month or so and what we're going to start seeing on the news. And I know what they're intentionally and planning for this whole thing to unravel. In different ways, a lot of stuff we're seeing, it was in that big, beautiful bill. I don't know why people don't see that or understand that, but this was. And so that's why there's a lot of stuff in the gray area, the little small letters in reference to the big, beautiful bill. That's usually how they get it in there, you know? And so you can't beat the inevitable. You have to find humility. You have to find humbleness. You can't take money, power, and greed into the ground. Those are things you cannot take into the ground. And your acts of service and your acts of kindness and your generosity and helping people and not expecting anything back. Not expecting anything back. That's something I've always done my entire life. And yeah, you come up short. Yeah, you come up empty-handed a lot of the times. Yeah, you on paper probably don't look the best, you know, but you know what you did to help people. You know the seeds you sowed to help people. And that's good enough for me. That makes me feel better. You know, that gives me a purity inside my heart that I know I carry and why I don't let the outside world tear me down. Because I know I carry that. I know the seeds I've sowed. I know everything that I've done to move mountains for other people. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, nor was I perfect, but I definitely never went out of my way to betray people, to lie on people, to step on people, to steal from people, meaning their ideas, you know, to play God in people's lives, to stick my nose in people's relationships, you know, to do the most, to forge documents, to blackmail, to coerce, to be played actors, to do all of these things. All of these things. And I have come in contact with people that do all of these things. I have indeed, the last 2 years. It's crazy to date back conversations with people that I work with in my businesses that I work for these last 2 years. And it's insanity, the magnitude that they have went to corroborate this narrative and how many people they have paid. I mean, it's literally like an endless funding and it's insanity. I don't know why people wouldn't ask that question. Like, what about this person are you trying to like take down? Why haven't you just done it in the full front? Why? That's so crazy to me. You know what I mean? Here I am trying to fight a court case and I can't even get, you know, judicial justice and due process and that, which is just goes to show you the grounds of the magnitude of it in reference to it at all. And so I just refuse to allow what the exterior world wants me to believe when I know the truth. I know the truth. I'm not going to carry somebody else's lies, projections, deflections, and manipulative tendencies over on my side. That's stuff that they're going to have to carry on their side. And you can love them and you can forgive them. But God always will show you people's true colors. He just will. In the time that he has designed for it to be showed to you. Everything has been so divinely orchestrated in my life that God has peeled back the onion layers the way that he has so my heart can handle it. So my heart can handle it. Because it is so big, it is so grave, it is so gross in a lot of ways. And at the end of the day, you just can't beat the inevitable being God's plan. God's design plan. Christ's plan. Just like Jesus dying on the cross. They tried to beat that plan. And well, look what happened with the Pharisees. That didn't work out for them.